A chic area of Paris, a renovated furnished apartment ready to move in. Gérard Fèvre once again offers lavish living for wealthy businessmen and women. This time around, the decorator has seemingly drawn inspiration from Boulevard Saint-Germain. After extending and selling the last apartment situated at number 286 on the trendy 7th arrondissement, not far from the National Assembly, it is in the same vein, at 179 this time, that the founder of the Art Homes concept created a new Parisian pied-à-terre, destined for a wealthy international clientele. The future client will be able to enjoy the square in Saint-Germain-des-Prés, which boasts the church, cafes, and historic brasserie, as well as its luxury boutiques. A neighborhood and atmosphere that the apartment has been imbued with, more Parisian than Paris itself.
Given that we're in Saint-Germain-des-Prés, I wanted to build an apartment that was typical of the neighborhood, which is where this entrance came from. I'd say that it represents Saint-Germain landmarks, the square, the church, the various legendary cafes, like the Flore, the Brasserie Lip, the Deux Magots. So it's really the idea of an apartment inspired by Saint-Germain-des-Prés.
Les Deux Magots. Donc c'est vraiment cette idée d'avoir effectivement un appartement qui représente bien Saint-Germain-des-Prés. Je me suis dit dans cette entrée qu'on a transformé un petit peu en un coin de lecture.
I said to myself in this entrance, converted into a reading corner, that I wanted to feel as if I was sitting on the terrace of a cafe with a view of the boulevard. I wanted to even have a little bistro table with 2 little chairs. I have to say, I'm not going to tell the future owner not to add a little bistro table and 2 chairs, because I think it would be perfectly in keeping with the theme.
Avec 2 petites chaises, parce que je trouvais que le clin d'œil était vraiment tout à fait approprié.
These images, captured by photographer Mathieu Fiol, give this 200-meter squared apartment a true identity.
It's a surface area typical of the 6th arrondissement, where properties do not tend to be very big. A 300 to 400 square meter apartment is hard to find, although it's possible on the boulevard. In Saint-Germain, 200 meters squared is a pretty substantial surface area. It's an apartment with just 2 bedrooms. My job was to render the apartment luxurious, with a beautiful entrance, reception rooms, and I would prefer 2 exquisite bedrooms with 2 beautiful bathrooms, instead of creating several rooms.
Je préfère faire 2 très belles chambres avec 2 très belles salles de bain que de multiplier effectivement les pièces.
In the 2 rooms, as is so often the case with Gérard Fèvre, we find several nods to the past, juxtaposed with a more contemporary style. The vintage Baxter re-editions, this round, modeled chandelier from the Canavese Gallery, or these carpets inspired by the style of the Italian architect Gio Ponti, who himself was an active proponent of post-war design. And here is the pièce de résistance, this old record player. The apartment's color palette is reminiscent of the late 19th century, in particular, these hints of beige. The bedrooms, on the other hand, feature more colors, but always in keeping with the apartment's vintage vibe.
J'ai fait des clins d'œil au
There are nods to the Haussmannian era, just thanks to the color palette. Velvet with green-blue tones, for example. The marble in the bathroom is orange-brown, inspired by the Napoleonic era.
Marron, orangé marron, qui représentait cette époque napoléonienne.
It's very easy to move about this apartment, unlike so many Haussmannian-style apartments, as there are no corridors, so no loss of surface area. It's an apartment, in my opinion, that boasts a fantastic living space.
A one-of-a-kind luxury property that offers easy living, but that is, most importantly, ready to live in. A Parisian pied-à-terre by Art Homes that's for sale. The quickest of buyers only need to move with their suitcase.